I hope all of you are doing okay. We're trying to. Happy Veterans Day to all you great people. Um, I'm trying to get my stuff going, and I think we'll be on in a minute. I think y'all are on. Then I'll be able to see your comments, hopefully. I'm not so sure about this yeehaw hat. Well, I guess my camera's sideways, it shows, so let's try this way. Maybe that'll work. Is that gonna work? Yeah, it's gonna work. I don't know if I can see your comments though, uh, or they won't be on for y'all to see them. I hope everybody's doing good this Veterans Day. I don't like this. I don't like this cap, so we're gonna change caps. I like that cap. I was going to take Mother to the parade, one of the parades this morning, and she didn't feel like going, so I said, "Well, okay, we'll do something else." Hi, Dorothy. How you doing? I just want to come on just for a little bit. I haven't done anything exciting today except go through recipes. It seems like that's all I ever do. We did go. I got Mother in the car and we drove to the country grocery store, and I bought some bell peppers, and uh, they were on sale, of course. And I think I got I got 5 bags that had 2 peppers, sometimes 3, for 69 cents and 99 cents. So I really made a haul on bell peppers. I've got a stack in there about like this, but I'll take care of those tomorrow. Thank you, Dorothy. I've had this shirt a long time, but I love it because it's applique and I like the way it feels. It feels good when I wear it because I'm wearing America. And I think that's what we all strive to do when we are Americans. We try to feel like hold our head up high and be proud that we're Americans. My father always said that you hold your head up high no matter what, wherever you are, and be proud that you're an American. And my dad did fight in the Second World War, and my grandfather fought in the First World War. And I didn't, I couldn't go into the service because my leg problems and my kidney issues kept me out of there. It wasn't that I didn't want to go because I really wanted to go, and it just didn't work out. At that time, you weren't really needed, um, and they weren't drafting, so I didn't get the chance. But I revere our servicemen and know they've gone through so much for us uh, to keep us safe. You know, that's the main issue. Being a younger generation, I heard my daddy's stories. I heard what went on as a little boy, and I just couldn't fathom things could go on like that. And then it's funny here after my father has passed away that all those, because I think he was in the Aleutian Islands uh, as a medic where there's blood up to their ankles. My stepfather. My real father was in the Hawaiian Islands, and he was a surveyor for the whole Hawaiian Islands, and he was the head of the survey troops. So, due to my dad's college and intelligence and things of that sort, the Hawaiian Islands were mapped out, and he said he remembered that the Japanese were in the hills, and you didn't know if you should go to sleep or not because they would come out of the hills and they would kill you. And so, besides just being away from your family and your wife, and at that time, if they had a wife, being away from their mama and their family, you know, being a veteran, I mean, being a soldier was very difficult because they had to deal with being away from home, and then they had to deal with whatever was happening around them. Just like my dad with the Japanese, you didn't know if you should lay down and sleep, if you could get any rest, because you might not wake up, you know. And then my stepfather, he told me about how the uh, blood was up to the ankles in the Aleutian Islands, and it was just horrendous, the stories that he has told. And I've heard Mother talk about a lot of those servicemen that never that left North Texas and never came back to see their mother, and their little mothers lived just on memories, I guess you'd say. So, that's just all over the United States. There's been so many deaths and things, so that's why I revere the service people. Let me see. We've got Melinda Blankenship. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Carrie. Uh, Dorothy said her dad was in World War One. Her brother was in Korea. Carrie, thank you. She said, hi, Billie Jean. Love watching your videos. Kay Newman. I can't read that. Hi, Billie Jean. Hi, Billie and Mama. And Chad. I don't know what Kay Newman says. She'll scream at the top of her lungs or something. I can't see these questions because when I came on, I thought, I'm going to have the big screen or the larger TV to where I can watch it and get your comments off of it. Well, for some reason tonight, we're doing pretty well with the new internet, I think. Don't y'all think? I think so. But it's just the phone is this way, and I see your comments out here, but it said I had to turn it back this way, so now your comments are here, and it's not showing on the big TV. Excuse me. So that's what we're going to have to work out to figure out. Y'all, some of you know that I write a lot. I write a lot of stuff about, well, many things besides my cooking and besides, Lord, I just got a picture of myself in that big screen TV. I'm the biggest American flag I've ever seen in my life. My God, I think there's more. I think there's at least 200 stars on that outfit of mine covering me. I look humongous. Well, I can't say I'm not gonna wear this shirt again, but I didn't know it looked that bad. No wonder everybody was waving at me today. They saw me. Who couldn't see you with all that on? Next time, maybe I'll get a hat with glitter on it and make sure they see me. That TV, Carrie, that TV makes me look big as the side of a barn. Whew. So, back to what I was saying is that I write things. And I've been working on several short books, novellas. But here is one that I wrote about my mother's grandmother and my mother's brother as the characters of this story. And I just thought, well, I'm going to read this because it goes with the Veterans Day. And if you want to hear it, I hope you do. Diane Thistlewood, you're so funny, I laughed my fanny off. Thank you, Sherry Long. Oh, hush, you look terrific. I do look big on that TV, y'all. Goodness. Okay, I'm just going to read this. If y'all want to hear it, okay. If not, close your ears. As my grandmother always said, close your ears. A Mother's Heart by the Red River. This is the chapter to a family book that I'm writing about a small town that was on the Red River, but it was taken away by a tornado. And this is just one chapter about uh, a young soldier boy. In a quaint farm in North Texas, nestled on the banks of the Red River, there lived a boy named Joe, lovingly known as a mama's boy. From his very first breath, he shared an unbreakable bond with his mother, kind of like me and my mama, Annie. That was my grandmother's name. Their farmhouse, surrounded by sprawling fields and sunlit pastures, was filled with laughter and the irresistible aroma of Annie's home cooked meals, often seasoned with love and memories. Now you know where I got my cooking from. As Joe grew, he became inseparable from Annie, helping her with daily chores on their land. They would venture to the riverbank where wildflowers bloomed freely, and Joe would gather colorful bouquets for his mother, his face all aglow with joy as he presented her with these natural treasures. But life took a stark turn when Joe was drafted into the war. The day he left, the golden fields felt heavier, and the river's flow seemed to mourn alongside Annie. Holding her son tightly, she whispered her love and encouragement, her heart aching with worry as he boarded the truck that carried him down the dirt roads far away from her. Months drifted by, filled with letters that served as lifelines for Annie, but the joy of each word was shadowed by the ever present fear of loss. Then the letter came, each word a dagger to her heart. Joe had fallen, a hero now taken from the world and from her. In the quiet farmhouse, time seemed to stand still. Annie's vibrant world faded into shades of gray. Her heart wrenched with grief as the gardens and fields lay neglected, as no one was there to work them any longer. But in the comforting embrace of spring, something miraculously began to unfold. Wildflowers started to bloom along the river bank, their colors bursting forth with an energy Annie recognized as Joe's spirit did. Each delicate petal mirrored the ones he had gathered for her for many years, the vibrant reminder of the boy who once chased butterflies and splashed in the river. Annie found solace in tending to the blooming flowers, kneeling beside them as memories of Joe flooded her heart, her little boy. The river flowed softly beside her, whispering tales of their shared laughter, their fishing trips that they took, and the simple joy of life on that farm. The wildflowers became a canvas of the mother's and son's love. As neighbors would pass by, they marveled at the burst of color along the riverbanks, the flowers telling a story of resilience and love that captivated their hearts. They would often stop to visit, offering their condolences, but Annie felt Joe's presence. She didn't need any from anybody else. With each bloom that graced the earth, proof of his spirit intertwined with the landscape that they both loved and cherished. But in the years that followed, the wildflowers returned unfailingly each spring, as if summoned by Annie's enduring love. She nurtured the garden beside the river, creating a sacred memorial for her son. In whispers, she would recount the stories, her words weaving through the blooms as if Joe was listening, laughing at their shared moments, and enjoying every moment. Though her life continued, the pain of loss remained a part of her heart. Yet in that garden of wildflowers along the Red River, Annie found a deep sense of peace. The flowers danced in the breeze, a vivid tapestry of love that transcended the boundaries between life and death. As seasons turned into years, Annie's embraced the the beauty woven in the gardens where wildflowers flourished year after year, more and more. It became a place not only of remembrance but of celebration. Each bloom a reminder of the love that would never wane, a testament to a mother's heart that endured against all odds that her son was gone, but yet she knew he was much alive in her heart. In the depths of her sorrow, Annie discovered that love endures, and in the blooming wildflowers on the banks of the Red River, little Joe's spirit will forever thrive, nurturing the bond between mother and son, unbroken by time and distance. Okay, that's just a portion of my writing, so you kind of know what goes on with my mind. Um, we think about what we've lost people, and like I lost my nephew that I so loved so much. Him and his girlfriend hit a pecan tree, killed both of them, and then within an instant, he took me to choir practice on a Wednesday night, and that Friday night he went out. Never was bad to drink, and he was gone within an instant. And so I think that's probably the way, so many people from the war, they always had memories of their loved ones would be home, and some of them still are gone, but they don't know, because they were never uh, found out if they were gone, died, what happened to them. And so it's a when we remember veterans on Veterans Day, it's for the ones that's alive, it's for the ones that's not known where they are. It's such a sad day when you think of all that these men and women have gone through for us to have freedom and for things to happen in this United States where we're fighting against each other. I just can't stand it because, you know, we need to love one another no matter what and try to help one another if we can. And I do each day. I hope that you do too. Let's see some questions. Uh, let's see. Tamara Lockhart, thank you. It just kind of fit in. I don't know if I'll ever get that book finished, but I try to. I try to write, y'all. That's something I try to do, and I didn't do it for a long time. I knew that I had some skills in writing, but it gets me out of this place, as I used to say. Wherever I was, if I write, then I am transported to a different world, I guess you could say. Because a lot of times in my life, I've been very lonesome, and if it hadn't been for my writing, I didn't ever do poetry or anything. I've done it, but my writing was basically my main novellas or short stories because it gets me out of situations that I found myself in being lonesome. I mean, being lonesome is, you can be lonesome. You can be a lonesome person and have a whole room full of people, if you know what I mean. So, and I've always been that way. I've always been a lonesome person. Not because I wanted to be, it's just that many times that room was full of people, but I wasn't corresponding with them. I was not really involved uh, to make myself feel a part. I was not a part of the situation, so I felt alone. That's not fun. That's why I have these little nightly chats. Not that I've told you this over and over, not that uh, it helps me. It helps me, and I hope it helps you, and y'all say it does. So people that would shun this or talk down on it, I don't care. I don't care because As long as my daddy told me one time, son, if in your lifetime, if you can help one person, literally one person, you've done more than most have ever done. And I've helped a lot more than one, but I help myself mainly. That's what's the good thing. It's when you love life and you can help yourself, but you can help others to be included, then that's when you can really live, I think, when you can really live life. Uh, Let me see here. What's going on? Uh, okay. I think I've answered most of those. I don't see any crazy ones coming down. We haven't had no crazy ones because I blocked those few. I didn't know what else to do. I haven't, since that Facebook thing. Okay, now we'll go back to my complaining. I haven't posted anything on Facebook in weeks, and they suspended my account. And then one of my followers wrote me and said she posted a picture of a cat, and they got her for it. I said, well, I haven't posted anything. They said I posted it 3 days ago. Well, I wasn't even on Facebook, so maybe it's those some hackers or something got in there. But by tomorrow, I'll be back to the where I can chat on Messenger with Granny Pat because I had to call her on the landline phone last night so she wouldn't think I died or forgot her. But I can get messages, but I just can't respond. So I talked to her last night, and I was going to try to call her tonight. But that's messaging is one thing, but calling somebody, I didn't want to scare her. I mean, that phone rings, and I'm just like, what's happened? But on Messenger, at least she can it kind of creeps up on you and you can read it and think about it. And then I can see if her Motel 6 light's on, and I know she's awake because she's touched the screen or something in the last few minutes. So at least I know that I can. Lord, I'd like to knock that table over. But I just hope that y'all's week is going to go good. Mine is going to go good. I'm still having all that terrible pain in my back, and I will not even take a half Tylenol. My mother gets so mad at me. I said, well, with my liver problems, I don't want to tax my liver with anything like that. So I said, well, if we decide that this doctor's not going to work, then I'm going to have to go get something where they can fix. My middle sister's going through it with her neck and having the nerves cauterized. And this has just come on me since I moved that pineapple plant. And now this morning I could barely walk. So the pain, I don't know if it's not totally all pain. It's just taking steps. It just makes you feel really bad. So I just pray that it all gets better, which I thought after the chiropractor it was, and it may be. It may take another week or so. Because this afternoon I was feeling a little better. But, I've got to keep on. I had to get the washing on Sunday, and I don't. That's one thing my grandmother and my mother, they get so mad they wouldn't wash or clean house or nothing on Sunday. But Sunday I felt like I could get things done, and I worked from dusk to dawn, getting the clothes washed, getting things thrown out of cabinets that we didn't need. I had packages of, and I know y'all do too, so don't shun me. I know y'all do. Noodles, stuff you bought, you don't never need, but you think, oh, well, I might ought to keep these noodles. I might make something. Well, I decided I'm not going to use them, so get them out of these boxes and all that. Get it thrown away because it's going to be winter, and then that's when the cold weather comes in, and you're not going to want to go out to the trash can to throw anything away or put out the scraps or nothing. So better get all that cleaned up. I'm telling y'all too, y'all better get cleaned up because that cold weather's coming, and then we're not going to want to do nothing but drink hot chocolate or coffee and eat cookies and watch. I don't watch Hallmark movies. Mother loves them. I don't watch Hallmark movies because they seem like they're the. She just cringes when I say this. I think they're the same story and they just change different names. Different. The plot is the same but different names. I'm not sure, but it just seems that way. So I don't watch them. They're too romantic for me, and I, I don't. The prince and the showgirl or whoever, I just don't watch that stuff. And it's okay if you like it. That's fine. She loves it. She watches it. So I say you can watch that till I get home, but after that, let's find a decent movie. Oh, those are decent. I said, well, maybe so, Mom. We'll watch them. So I'm watching. I mean, I'm working on my little phone or pad while she's watching. Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh yeah, I hope she gets that man. Yeah, she is pretty. She's sure. Oh yes, she's beautiful. I like that dress too. So now if she watches it, she's gonna think I'm always padding her with stuff. Well, this week I don't know what I'm gonna cook. Uh, Something. Uh, we'll do the tart. Granny Pat got me that. I've got to still go get dates, but I couldn't find any at the country. Well, I told you at the country grocery store they don't want to have no dates. They got bell pepper. Thank the Lord for that. On sale. Thank the Lord for that. Plus, I got mother some of those egg roll wrappers that I fry and make chips and fix her the egg drop soup. So tomorrow I am going to make egg drop soup for her. That's her favorite soup in the world. So I'm gonna make that tomorrow and fry the wontons. So she loves that together with the onion on top. Oh my back. Yeah, I'm sorry. Uh, so that's what I'm gonna fix her. Some egg drop soup. Pretty sure tomorrow. And the fried wontons. I love those chips. They're soft enough to where I can eat them without my you know what's. But uh, they don't have all that processed stuff in them, because they're refrigerated, and they're more of a just an egg dough made out of egg dough. So that's a lot better than those in the package like Fritos and all that stuff because they have so much of that stuff in them that makes me itch or sick, and they're just not good for you. I mean, there's so much sodium in that stuff. Potato chips, Lord help, grease, all that old grease. So that's what we're going to do this week. I don't know much else anything to say. We've been on here 28 minutes, so that's a good howdy doody and a good happy Veterans Day. And I hope y'all have a good of the rest of your evening. It's wonderful. Granny Pat, we're going to do a live this week. I don't know exactly what day. I told her we would get it done, so just watch for it. And God bless y'all. God bless us. God bless the United States. And God bless our veterans and service people all over the world. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.